The tattoos look so much more crisp, so much more vibrant without... This video is not sponsored. I was recently asked if I had one of my older tattoos touched up, which got me thinking, I must be doing something to keep my tattoos looking fresh. And I brainstormed everything that I do in terms of skincare, and I am bringing it to you in this video to help you keep your tattoos looking fresh for as long as possible. It's been 9 years since my very first tattoo, and about 5 years since I started my sleeve. That's crazy. 9 years? Is that right? No, that's not right. How old am I? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Sorry, 7 years. I first started getting tattoos about 7 years ago. My very first tattoo was this little moon right here. And I started my sleeve about 5 years ago. And I feel like my tattoos still look super vibrant and super fresh, and they're aging very well. And of course, this has a lot to do with the amazing artist who did my tattoos and her clean lines. I will link her in the description below. Getting your tattoos done by a good artist is like the foundation. And then after that, of course, your self-care and your skincare will help to keep them looking fresh. But you want to make sure that you're getting your tattoos done by someone who knows what they're doing. Because if you start off rough, then it's hard to come back from that. Because, you know, tattoos are permanent. Here are some of the ways that I keep my tattoos looking fresh. I moisturize often. This is key. This is easy. Like the simplest thing that you can do to instantly make your tattoos look fresher, look brighter, look more vibrant, is to moisturize your skin. The top layer of your skin is kind of like the glass window, and if it's all dirty and speckled and like crusty, you can't really appreciate the beautiful work that lays underneath? The beautiful work that lays beneath it through the glass. So you want to keep your skin hydrated, you want to keep it moisturized. I moisturize at least once a day with a moisturizer that promises to moisturize for 24 hours. My current moisturizer is Aveeno. Used it when I was a kid, helped me heal so many different itchy skin concerns that it's something that I go back to when I'm in between trying out different lotions, because I do like to experiment. Whatever you are using, make sure that you're using it at least once a day, maybe twice a day in the wintertime. My favorite lotions for keeping my tattoos looking fresh are, like I said, Aveeno, Weleda, and CeraVe. I find that particularly Aveeno and CeraVe go on very easily. They're not super greasy, but they still make my skin look like naturally fresh, naturally moisturized, and naturally hydrated. I also really like Ultrabalm by Lush and Lush's elbow grease. That is something that really makes your tattoos look super vibrant, super fresh. A little bit goes a long way. Second thing, this is huge. This is huge. Sun protection is key for all of us, but especially those of us with tattoos. The sun is the destroyer of skin, but especially tattoos. Like nothing will fade your tattoos more than the harsh, blinding, blistering rays of the sun. If you're gonna be outside, definitely wear sun protection. Wear long sleeves if you can get away with it, if the temperature allows for it. Do not go outside in between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. That's when the sun is its strongest and going to do the most damage. If you're going to be outside in the early mornings or in the late evenings to help protect your skin. And always wear SPF. Bring it with you in your purse, bring it with you in your backpack, because you do need to reapply it every 2 hours for it to be effective. If I can help it, I definitely do like to keep my arms covered. One of the trickiest places to get tattoos, I find, is on your hands. Like when you get tattoos on your hands, I find that these fade like crazy because our hands are always exposed to the sun. So especially if you have hand tattoos, you want to definitely
SPF up
your hands. Do not forget your hands. But like, put SPF on your hands anyway, even if you don't have tattoos. Put SPF everywhere. You want to protect your skin. Tattoos or no tattoos. But I'm assuming if you're watching this, you have tattoos. Maybe you're thinking about getting tattoos. Maybe you're just a loyal subscriber. I love you guys. There are so many different options for sunscreen out there. I'm currently on a waiting list for Supergoop, which I've heard great things about. I haven't gotten to try it yet, but I like sunscreens that aren't super pasty, that don't give me like a white cast, because I am on the lighter side, but I still can look kind of ghostly and sickly if the sunscreen has zinc in it in particular. So I tend to prefer the more chemical sunscreens. Don't like looking like a ghost. So Supergoop is supposed to give you sun protection without the white cast, but I do have Neutrogena. It's like looks kind of like a deodorant stick, and I like the ease of the application because you can just like rub it on and make sure it gets everywhere. So that is fun. I'll get that for you actually. No line. I don't know if this is true, but I read somewhere once SPF like 100 isn't really doing that much more than like SPF 50. I don't know if that's true. Let me know in the comments below. If the weather allows for it, if it's not super hot, try to keep your arms covered. I try to keep my tattoos covered as much as possible, but if it is really hot and I can't keep them covered, then at least I want shoulder protection. So I have some tattoos that touch my shoulders, and because the sun is hitting up here, this is like a really good spot for the sun to fade. If I am going to be exposing my arms, I definitely want to try and keep my shoulders covered if I'm going to be outside in the middle of the day, but I try to avoid that. But you know, you still want to live your life. Like I want to be able to wear my spaghetti straps. You gotta like weigh out the pros and cons, like getting a heat stroke or having like a little bit of fadage. And of course you have sunscreen, so at least you have protection in that regard and you can still enjoy the summer weather. They have clothing now that has sun protection like built into the fabric. So it has some clothing has a UPF, which is kind of like SPF, but the UPF is like the sun protection rating for clothes, which is super cool. That is a great option if you don't like sunscreen and you want to be covered up. Get sun protective clothing. That is like genius. Okay. The next thing that makes my tattoos look super fresh, super vibrant. I actually need to do this because right now I'm full grown, but I like to remove the hair from my arms. So you know, before you get a tattoo, you have to either remove it beforehand or the artist will like shave it for you. And I find that the tattoos look so much more crisp, so much more vibrant without hair obstructing the view. Depending on how dark your hair is or how like abundant your hair is wherever your tattoo is, you can decide if that makes sense for you. But for me, I feel like my tattoos look so much better without hair covering them. I like to epilate my arms. If you want to see me doing that, I have a video up here. I'm so confidently pointing to this side of the screen because I feel like this is the right side, but I could be wrong. If it's not, then you click up here, somewhere up here. In the viewfinder, it like seems like it would be here, but it's not. It's up here because it's like flipped. Anyway, click up here if you want to see my epilation situation. Removing hair isn't necessary if you want your tattoos to look crisp. It's just like an extra little detail, an extra little step that just makes your tattoos look that much more crisp and vibrant and beautiful. My final tip is very important, and I think we should just do this on like our entire body. You good, bro? You ready? My last tip is to exfoliate. Exfoliating, removing the dead skin really helps to not only make your skin feel amazing, but help your tattoos look amazing. So kind of like how the hair can obscure the view of your tattoo and dead skin can obscure the view of tattoos, so you want to remove the dead skin so that you can really see the freshness of your tattoos. So I like to exfoliate at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending on how much my skin needs it, if how dry it is. And I find that this makes my skin look brighter, it makes my tattoos look brighter and fresher and crisper, and it just feels amazing. I like to exfoliate everywhere. And bonus tip, exfoliating helps to prevent ingrown hairs. So if you epilate like me, you definitely need to be exfoliating. But if you're also like me and get ingrown hairs just by existing and breathing, then and exfoliating is also good for you. I like to use the Olehenriksen Walnut Scrub to exfoliate. Let me get that and show you. Are you focusing? You can't choose what stays and what fades away. But of course, we need to keep in mind, we are all aging. Every moment, every second, every hour, every day, we are getting older. Skin will wrinkle, skin will age, and that's just a normal part of getting older. But I still think that it's important to do the best that we can to take care of ourselves now, but still accept and know that we will get older, and that's okay. That is beautiful, and that is a part of life. And bonus, by taking care of our tattooed skin, we'll also be taking care of our skin everywhere, which is a huge benefit. Since getting tattoos, I've definitely become a lot better at taking care of my skin everywhere. So that is a huge benefit, not only of like having beautiful art on your skin until the day that you die, but also is encouraging me to take better care of my skin. Do you have any tips for keeping your tattoos fresh? Do you have tattoos? Do you want tattoos? Are you just here along for the ride? Let me know. I love you guys so much. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you next video. Bye.